Cocktail, delivering happiness at South by Southwest. We're super excited to be joined by Tim Ferriss, author of a couple of great books.
You're very kind. You're very kind. 2 books.
Yeah,
so far.
Awesome. So thank you so much for joining us. Can you just share a little bit about what you're all about, what your day-to-day is as
Tim
an author?
Ferriss's day-to-day. Well, I just finished the 2nd book. So
Yeah.
I had the 4-Hour Workweek, which
Right.
came out in 2007, which debuted really here at South by Southwest. So that was my first tipping point. So I owe a
Right.
lot to South by. And then the 4-Hour Body, which came out in December,
Right.
most recently, of 2010. So now that that book is done, it took 3 years to do. I'm in the lull before the next storm, and I haven't decided exactly what my next project is.
Okay.
The ubiquity of real-time communication is what strikes me as the biggest shift in the power dynamic over the last year. Certainly, I just came back from Jordan in the Middle East, and so certainly looking at Tunisia, looking at Egypt, what happened in Egypt, that was essentially fueled by Facebook, Twitter, and similar tools that weren't designed for that explicit purpose. So I feel that the ability to organize en masse with these very simple to use consumer tools in real time will play a huge role in revolutions of various types. And I think on a cautionary note, the easy part is, let's say, overthrowing a government. The hard part is then building a new government. I think medicine is where you'll see many breakthroughs with collective intelligence through self-tracking. So this is no big surprise, but I've spent 3 years looking at this for the 4-Hour Body, and I think that whether you look at a site like curetogether.com or Patients Like Me, when you have millions of people with iPhones, once physical tracking becomes the default, meaning you don't have to choose whether you're going to track certain aspects of your body, it's done automatically. And when you can take, let's say, the data from 10,000 people and look at the patterns, or have a program or AI look at the patterns, you'll have breakthroughs that would have taken 10 years and millions of dollars of funding from, let's say, the NIH. And you could accomplish that in the span of a day, 2 less, which I think is really is exciting for me personally. I would just say that happiness in many cases is a decision. So really, first thing in the morning, make a list of the things that you're grateful for, and that's a very good primer, a way to infuse a positive outlook starting from when you set foot out of your bed. So I would say that, generally speaking, and coming from someone who has come to know some very, very wealthy people, or people who have come into wealth very suddenly, hundreds of millions of dollars, it doesn't really make a difference. People are generally as happy or as miserable as they were beforehand, just amplified maybe 10% more so in either direction. So just decide that that you're going to be grateful, and focus on appreciation as much as achievement. And I think that's an important factor to keep in mind.